My name is Kevin Krier. I'm the industrial technology teacher at Sehome High School. When I started in '93, the program was all shop classes. We taught woods, metals, welding, and probably 10 years in, things started to shift a little bit. Every kid had to go to college, and shop classes were getting squeezed out. Right about that time, STEM started kind of being a buzzword: science, technology, engineering, and math, but also industry and economics started to change, where students could actually go from high school and get a decent job in an area that didn't require a four-year degree. All of a sudden, we became viable again as a place where kids could come in and start learning how to work with their hands, learn how to problem solve and critical think. I'm the instructor, really the only high school instructor that is teaching the classes and organizing and running everything. My role has been pretty much to create the program. In 2008, we had 3 students that wanted to compete in the first robotics challenge. We just did it. We just dove in. We had no idea what we were doing. We ended up in the shop here every day for many hours, because it was just me and these kids. You could see what teams had done and how teams were getting kids to a really high level. What we did not have was the ability to teach the kids what they needed to know. So we came back and we spent the next year trying to figure out how to get the knowledge into the curriculum. Now we have a pathway that runs from 9th grade all the way through 12th grade. We start off in applied physics, which is 9th and 10th graders, teaching fundamental mechanics. Kids that are interested in competitions for robotics go towards the first one as 10th graders is Vex Robotics, where they get a chance to actually build competition robots that are 18 by 18 by 18, and it's design and build and go out and compete. Then as juniors, they can compete in the first tech challenge, which is a fabricated robot from the ground up. And then as seniors, they run the first robotics challenge, which is the big robot that we build, the big 5-foot by 3-foot robots. So I've been putting that together, filling in all the holes along the way, so that the average student can come in 9th grade, look at high-level robots and say, yeah, I can get there. Which ends up being right in the STEM focus. We just happen to be doing it for a long time. From 2008, we saw what we needed. Now we're getting to the point where we have it. Then we started upgrading the shop, because the community started looking in going, hey, this is kind of a cool thing. We started getting better at it. We've increased our fabrication abilities here also, so now we can build stuff in-house here. We have 2 more CNC machines that we had back in 2008. We have 3D printers now. We have things that we've added along the way. We've managed to go from just not really knowing anything about what we were doing to being pretty competitive and having a pretty solid program. From the very beginning, that was one thing that said to the kids, this is your team, and if it's make or break on you. The kids own the robot, they own the club, and they take responsibility. When something breaks, kids fix it. Well, 2 things that I've noticed over kids over the years is that confidence and belief in what they can actually do is not that great. Students come in, some of them kind of beat down by the system, going, they really don't see themselves as somebody who's really going to leave high school and be looking at something. But once they start realizing that they can actually do it, it becomes much more entertaining, and it becomes much better for them, because they start going, I can do this. Probably the robotics has allowed us to make such an impact on the district that they're going to expand our operations. So we've made a big enough impact on students in the district that in the rebuild, where they're going to pay attention to what we need over here. So I see that as an opportunity to lay down something really good for the next group that comes in. So my focus will be to get a decent shot. By the time I get all that done, the new building's going, I might be able to walk out the door and leave it for somebody that's somebody else that's got a lot of energy. Hopefully.